In the past, we've talked extensively about TopDon scan tools and the range that they have to offer. In today's video, we're taking a look at another TopDon scanner we haven't talked about before, the UltraDiag. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So guys, with the TopDon UltraDiag, you kind of get two tools in one. You've got your diagnostic side at the top here. You also got Immobilizer and key programming down at the bottom, clearly separated. This is a newer user interface via update with new menus. So we've got our diagnostic up top, we've got our Immobilizer over here, we've got updates, maintenance, we've got library, we've got tester for battery testing with the Bluetooth capable battery tester, and we got our user info here. Now, before we get deeper into this, let's go over some of the boring specification parts. This is running on Android 11. It's got 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of total storage, 8-inch screen that's 1280 by 800, Bluetooth 5.0, USB. We've got lots of I/O at the top, lots of interface. We've got HDMI, we've got Type-C USB, we've got our plug-in there for DC power charging without using the USB. We've got an Ethernet connection, we've got headphone jack, we've got a power button, a dedicated camera button, we've got a reset button. Our dongle is actually on the back of the unit, held on by a magnet. And above that, we've got our camera that's 5 megapixel. This has a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, 12 volt DC, obviously, and Wi-Fi enabled for your updates and connectivity. Now the boring stuff, our specifications out of the way, let's take a look at also what you get when you buy the UltraDiag. You get the soft-sided case that TopDon sends most of their scan tools in. It's got a big padded compartment for the scan tool. In the Velcro top part, zippered, you've got your charger, you've got a USB cable, and you also get an extension cable for your dongle, just in case it's in a difficult location or in the way. You can plug this in, then plug your dongle into the other end to get it further away from the OBD port. Now, as we said in the beginning, we've got our diagnostics, our Immobilizer side, tester here. We'll go into a couple of these features we've talked about on other TopDon tools in the past using the Bluetooth Mobile Pro battery tester. It hooks up Bluetooth wise. We've seen that before. We're not going to go too in depth with it. We'll go back to the home screen. Now we'll go into maintenance up here in the top left corner. And this just has all of your quick and convenient services, interval resets, like oil change reset, things of that nature, electronic park and brake. If you're doing a brake job, say like on an eyesight equipped Subaru that's got the electronic rear calipers, need to rewind those. We did a video on that not too long ago, about a week ago, using the Diag 900 Bluetooth. And it's just all your quick, easy stuff to access for the professional or DIYer. Now you can access this through the maintenance tab, but you can also get it through the diagnostics tab by going through the diagnostics, typing in your make and model, or using the auto VIN feature, and then going into your functionality, functional test, bidirectional control. You can access the same stuff. Now into the Immobilizer key programming side, we're going to see some of the same menu with picking the car and going through to do our immobilization, programming for keys, programming for remotes, etc. We've gone pretty much through everything we can touch on here on the toolbox top. So let's go jump in the 2011 Outback and give it a little test whirl, showing you some of the data PIDs, how the data is displayed, how many PIDs you can show, the graphing features, some of the bidirectional control, and a little bit more in-depth in-world usage hooked to an actual live vehicle. So apologies in advance, my Outback is very dirty and I have not cleaned it in a while, but here is that dongle, as you see, magnetically held into the body on the back side. You've got some status lights here for power, communication, and Bluetooth status on the back end. Go ahead and get this plugged in, turn on our key, and scan the 2011 Outback. So guys, key is on. We have connectivity. We have connected via Bluetooth. We're going to go in and hit VIN. We're going to hit auto VIN, as we've shown in other TopDon tools in the past, where it can automatically read the VIN number and populate your car into the scanner with that information quickly and easily. We are in North America. It did bring up that we are in a 2011 Outback and brought up the serial number or VIN number, as you see there. We can do an auto scan. We can do a hot function access, which is what I was talking about the maintenance tab. If you want to get into, say, the brakes, rewinding the brake calipers to do a brake job, if this was a newer Outback, or, you know, your common resets. So we'll go back out and hit auto scan, and we will go through and do an auto scan really quickly, just to show you how quickly it will do it, and we'll, again, do it in real time. No sped up, no cuts, just to show the actual speed of the scan tool. Now, I have not connected this scanner to Wi-Fi today to see if there's an update for Subaru. We're on version 2.3, and I believe I just updated this version of the Subaru software about a week or a week and a half ago. So it's a fairly new update. Not sure if there's been a revision since, but we're on the newest update as of 2 weeks ago. So we are 20% through scanning all the modules, and we'll just hang in here for it to go through and see if there's any codes in this Outback. I know of at least one that'll pop up, and it'll be for the sun load sensor because it's an overcast day. That will throw a low voltage code, and likely there will be a security key code for mismatch on the key, because I've had issues trying to program the key or replacement key or a secondary key for this Outback in the past due to a bad batch of keys from Subaru where the Immobilizer chip was faulted, brand new out of the package, and would not accept the programming. So I've been through 2 bad keys at this point and waiting on a third to come so I can finally have more than 1 key for this 2011 Outback. We are now at 66%. As you see, there's lots of things that it goes through to scan that will not be on the vehicle, so it'll gray those out. Say the back and side radar, we know that a 2011 Outback is not equipped with that. So there's a lot of stuff in here that it will skip over. 86%, 90% eyesight assist. This is a non-eyesight 2011. So very quickly coming in, and we are 100%. So we have, surprisingly, it appears, we have no codes at all, which we have 9 modules of what was scanned through to actually see. So really quickly, we'll go through and let's go into transmission, and we'll take a look at a couple little data PIDs and go back to hot functions and just look at the normal, you know, CVT learn process, things of that nature that you need on a Subaru, especially with servicing your CVT. So these are our data PIDs here. As you see, they are listed. Now we can graph these, but I need to select some. So primary up, primary down. It's hard to click looking through the camera, apparently. So let's do a couple and hit graph just to get an idea. And we have, looks like the ability to display 6 graphs on the screen at a time. Again, as I've stated in the past, I absolutely love TopDon's graphing. It is high contrast, it has good visibility, especially if you're doing a road test and trying to find fault. It's easy to glance over at these scan tools because of their bright display and their colorful graphs and their clear and concise graphs, and get the information you need. I always have loved that about TopDon scanners and their ability to show
a lot of graphs on the screen. We got 6 here, and I believe my Phoenix Max will show up to 12 or 16 graphs just due to the larger size. So always love that about TopDon's product. So we'll go back out really quickly. We are done with the scanner side of it, and now we will look at the Immobilizer side of things. So now we'll go over to the Immobilizer side of things. Now, as I said before, I had a couple of spare keys that I wanted to code, and I had issues with them not coding. They're laser cut. The remote works, but the actual Immobilizer does not work. So what we're going to do is go through a mock programming. I'm sure it won't take because this key is just bad, but we'll go through really quickly and show you how it works. So I'm going to try to do Immobilizer. I'm going to turn the ignition on. It is on. I'm going to go through the process. Now again, this is definitely going to fail. I've tried with at least 8 scan tools in the past. I've even tried with the Subaru factory scan tool, and it's just a bad batch of new keys from Subaru for this style. So insert the key that's going to be learned. I've got the correct only key we have for the car in the ignition switch. It will learn that, hold a copy of it, we'll take it out, put the new key in, it will copy that onto the new key and should hold programming, but again, it's not because of that bad chip. So it has copied essentially our good key. We'll turn the key off, put the new key to be learned in, turn the ignition switch on, and wait for the timer. And it failed because of key communication, because the chip is bad in the key. So there is a quick look at the Immobilizer functionality, although we didn't get to actually use it because I don't have a good key yet. So there is your overview of the UltraDiag from TopDon. And let's jump back into the shop real quick. So guys, there is your overview of the TopDon UltraDiag. If you want to get your hands on one, it'll run you $6.99 at topdon.us. 1-year warranty, 2 years of free updates, and $3.49 a year afterwards for your updates. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for future Subaru and tool content in the future. I'll see you guys in the next one.